have the power. Please, me personally, I trust my team today not lose the game.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you so much.
That was Coach Chioma Aristika, the head coach for Aduana Stars. He believes he did not have enough rest from that game against Karela United when they played. But we're hoping to see a good, and a different Aduana Stars team against Accra Hearts of Oak this afternoon. They lost that game by 2-0, and they would expect to have a different result here this afternoon. It's been a few months since they lost a single game at home. That is Aduana Stars Football Club, and they will hope to continue that run with Accra Hearts of Oak. Don't forget, Hearts of Oak also drew 1-1 to Fishing FC. That was proud to this particular encounter, and so let's hope that this will give us one of the best games that we've witnessed so far this particular season. Like I said before, every scrap is worth battling for. Teams are gradually, cementing their positions. Some of them wanting to get into the top four, some of them wanting to win the league, others wanting to avoid relegation and also going deep down into the lower tier. So that is the most important thing at this stretch of the season. And don't forget, this is match day 22, the outstanding game, and that is why it is going to be played this afternoon here in Doma. And I'll shortly be joined by the head coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, Coach Abubakar Ouattara, for us to go into the game and see how things are going to go actually. His side drew 1-1 to Fishing, and this time they are going to come here, and then let's see how the game is of course going to go. It's going to be an interesting game, and then we wish and we hope that things go well. Coach Abubakar Ouattara is here with me. Good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon.
Coach, your team is one of the best sides when it comes to traveling to away games. What do you expect from this game today?
Oh, we're expecting the maximum point. We're expecting if we can get the maximum point. That's the way I wish. Today we came there to play. We know Aduana have a good side, a good team. He play well. And the first one we beat us in their home ground, no problem. Today we are here, so maybe we come for another things.
Coach, managing a big team like Accra Hearts of Oak, your previous game did not actually go well. How do you always manage to get the players back together and then motivate them for a big game like the results didn't go well in the previous game?
Well, you are right. As of is the one very big team, and when you are leading that team, you must get a good psychology to talk with the players, to motivate them, to let them understand as of Oak is big. When it's big, you will need more talent, more focus, and more determination, more hard work to continue to play. It's normal. And we're trying to do everything every day to bring the players on focus on the objective and the goals of the Hearts of Oak.
Coach, the last one, how do you expect your team to play this afternoon? Because Aduana is also one of the strong sides. They hardly concede goals. How do you expect your guys to get themselves into this game to be able to at least get a point or a good result?
Well, all the things we do, the training, we expect because it's not photocopy. Sometimes when you are expecting 50%, you can get 20%. But at the end of the day, we need to focus on the game, hardworking, one-on-one, go, calm, running. Because the football, the high-level football is about for the running. Running, jumping. Yesterday, all of us, we see Dortmund run. I think we can run today.
So you believe if your players put in hard work, if they're able to run, cover distances, that will be the best thing this afternoon?
Well, if you can cover distance, you can get the ball because the ball go fast. And you are not ready to go to take the ball, it's another problem. But today I know my players can continue to running, getting the ball and play well and creating the chances goals we need.
We wish you well, Coach.
Thank you.
That was head coach for Accra Hearts of Oak, Coach Abubakar Ouattara. He believes they need to cover the distance. They need to do lots of running to be able to get the best results that they deserve in this particular game this afternoon. It's Aduana Stars playing at home to Accra Hearts of Oak, one of the tough games you can ever get in the Ghana Premier League. Enjoy the next 45 minutes. This is the part
Fair up here in Doma. It is match day 22, which happens to be an outstanding game. Aduana Stars versus Accra Hearts of Oak. The last 5 results between the two have hugely been in favor of the home team, dating back to 11th September 2011 to October 4th, 2024. It has been 4 wins out of 5 games for Aduana Stars against Hearts of Oak, with the Phobians getting a goalless draw in the last game. Hearts of Oak are winless in their last 5 away games in the league. A goalless draw against Samatex, same results when they visited Holy Stars, a 1-0 defeat to TECHIMAN United, and a 1-odd draw against Viviani Gold Stars and Vision FC. Here they are at the home grounds of Aduana Stars, who are pretty strong when playing at home against the Phobians. 21 times champions Hearts of Oak, playing as visitors to 2-time champions of the Ghana Premier League, Aduana Stars. This promises to be a great encounter. Kevin Osasibe scored his first goal for Hearts of Oak against Vision FC. Remember that game ended in a 1-0 draw. Benjamin Asare, goalkeeper and captain for Hearts of Oak, of course, recently got the call-up to the Black Stars, where he kept 2 clean sheets against Chad and Madagascar. Fantastic performance by the goalkeeper of the Phobians. He's here this afternoon doing everything possible to prevent the goals from scoring. The Oja boys, Aduana Stars, when it comes to playing against Hearts of Oak here in Doma, you can trust Chioba Aristika and his boys. He's back to the club that he previously coached. Aduana Stars this afternoon are looking forward to make things difficult for the Phobians. They've traveled away from the capital of Ghana, Accra, to the Brongahafo region. The likes of Mauli Wayo, the newly signed Set Osei, all will be in the squad. They're in the squad for Abubakar Ouattara this afternoon against the Oja boys. Of course, Benjamin Asare with Sam Adams. Can the Hearts of Oak get a scoreline that is very good for them here in Doma? My name is Vincent Fogo. I am your commentator today, and I'm ably supported by Jangana Daniel.
Hearts of Oak are winless in their last 4 visits to this venue, and anytime they visit this venue, it's always a roller coaster for Hearts of Oak. And Doma Unity, or let me say Doma Aduana Stars, have shown that in terms of giving Hearts of Oak their best of everything, they always have that confidence playing at home against Accra Hearts of Oak. But let's see whether, both teams can give us a very good performance. Leventos after playing against former team, whether he can show that interesting performance. But Osasbe coming with confidence because he just scored his first goal for Hearts of Oak this season against Vision FC. So let's see whether both teams are going to give us the best of football. But just like we said, Abubakar Ouattara is hoping for a win, trying to bounce back from that drawn game they played against Vision, and also looking at Aduana Stars, are also hoping to get at least the 3 maximum points because they lost all against Karela United last weekend. So let's see whether these two teams can give us the best of everything. Masaudi Inosa, part of the top goalkeepers with most clean sheets, 14 to be precise. So it tells you Aduana Stars are coming with a very fine goalkeeper alongside Benjamin Asare for us to folk, the Black Stars #1. Interesting stars over here. Let's see whether these individuals can step up for their various teams.
It is something beautiful for our league to have a local goalkeeper for the Black Stars of Ghana. He's here this afternoon with his teammates from Hearts of Oak. Aduana Stars have paraded Masaoudou Inusa as the goalkeeper. Alex Boache happens to be the captain. Kodia Mwakon, Rich Saki, who got the goal against Vision FC. Emmanuel Mafo. And of course, Kelvin Obin, Richard Atta, Richard Tete, Siedu Sana, and of course, the Ventus Atta, former Hearts of Oak player Raymond Ajman. Hearts of Oak with Benjamin Asare, Theophilus Kalisin, Osaya Sibe, Emmanuel Amankwa, Ranford Mensa, Mohamed Hussein, Asamoah Boateng Afriye, Mauli Wayo, Kunadu Yadom, Kwesi Asma signed from Nagod FC. Set or say. Of course, we are underway here in Doma. Hearts of Folks, get us going. The Phobians have lost and have drawn and have not picked a victory against Aduana Stars in their last 5 meetings with the Oja boys. Can today be a day that Hearts of Folk will get the victory over Aduana Stars?
The last time both teams met prior to this game, you could see that Aduana Stars having that dominance. But their last home game, they won convincingly by a goal. Kainke Saki. He's going to only go against Vision 4, the home side. So let's see. They are trying to maintain that hardcore home venue against the top side. Don't forget, Kotoko snatched all the 3 maximum points at this same venue. So they're hoping to also do that against Hearts of Folk, especially looking at their history, backing them massively into this game.
Free kick to Hearts of Folk. Kelvin Osiasibe, formerly of TECHIMAN 11 Wonders. Currently, dependable defender for Hearts of Folk. Scored his first goal for the club when Hearts of Folk played Vision FC.
Hearts of Folk with 4 away wins, chasing the likes of Nations FC, who are the top performers as travelers. So take away Nations. The next thing you mentioned is Hearts of Folk. So they are coming in, counting on their away form against the Aduana Stars, a venue that they struggle to win games.
Alex Boache. Free kick to Aduana Stars. In the early stages of the game, it has been so physical.
Kelvin Obin suffered an injury against Carrella, but he's able to bounce back. And look at how he's trying to contest the physical balls. He should try to balance everything to cater for his health.
Oh, Hearts of Folk living dangerously here. Can this be the first goal? Great opportunity for Aduana Stars. What a chance, Kelvin Obin. This should have been the goal for Aduana Stars to unsettle the Phobians.
Of course, it was so close, especially inside the box. The defenders of Hearts of Folk were just watching the action from Kelvin Obin, but he placed it wide. This should have been the first goal for Aduana Stars.
Playing against Hearts of Folk, you need to be on top form. Emmanuel Amankwa for Hearts of Folk. Now Asamoah Boateng on the chase. Asamoah Boateng has not lived up to expectation. Hearts of Folk signed him from Nations FC. He was a goal poacher for Nations FC, but he has not been able to replicate that form for the Phobia boys.
Of course, he's having a lot of things to prove, to convince Hearts of Folk fans, because the level of expectation as compared to what he's offering is below belt. And he's yet to hit the ground running for Accra Hearts of Folk. Also, Seth Ose yet to make a massive impact alongside Hussein in midfield, connecting the lines from the midfield to attack. We're seeing different things as compared to the quality they are known for.
Two of the new signings of Hearts of Folk have started today for the Phobia boys. Of course, Setosei and Kwesi Asma. Asma was signed from Nagod FC, the Division 1 side. He's a solid member in the midfield of Hearts of Folk. Now here is Emmanuel Amankwa defending for the Phobians. Siedu Sana. Kelvin Osiasibe there for Hearts of Folk.
Leventios Atta, forward thinking fullback, was trying to exploit that moment from Emmanuel Amankwa, but it was safely guided. But has to focus, their defense is yet to settle. You could see them struggling to come together and play as a unit, and that is the problem. Aduana starts trying to create some early chances in the game, but scrappy up front. They must be sharp.
Leventio Sata would like to prove a point against his former side. A forward-thinking fullback, Rich Saki. Alex Boachi for Aduana Stars. Alex Boachi, Kodua Mwakon to his goalkeeper. Aduana Stars dictating the pace of the game. Good play from Kodua Mwakon. Locate Sam Adams. Good football from Aduana Stars. Surging forward. Leventio Sata puts in that cross. Easy for Benjamin Asare.
Of course, that's a Fook should deal with the wide areas, especially the left side of attack for Aduana Stars, because Leventio Sata is adding a lot of vibe in attack and crossing the ball often. They have Calvin Oppin who's having the height to dominate as compared to Osasibe and Konadu Yado.
The defensive partnership of Osasibe and Konadu Yadom has been a consistent one whenever Abubakar Ouattara is doing selection for his side.
That game against Baseke Holy Stars, Konadu was given the nod and he proved excellently, and now he managed to spot that headlines, always starting alongside OCSB. Emmanuel Mafo with 5 goals, chasing the likes of Steven Mankuna and Faisal Chawati. But he must score about 5 or 6 to be able to level or surpass the top scorer so far.
Out of the 5 goals Emmanuel Mafo have scored for Aduana Stars, 1 came at the home grounds of Nations FC, and that was a winning goal for Aduana Stars. Beating Nation FC at home is something that is difficult this season, but Aduana Stars did that through Emmanuel Mafo's goal.
Hasselhoff have scored 2 goals in their last 5 games, showing that they are lacking goals up front. The likes of Hamza Issa, who is being sidelined due to injury.
Ransford Mensah with the throw. Kodua Mwakon hits a long one. Konadu Yadom. A flick from Hussein to Asamoah Boateng. Here comes Hasselhoff. Ransford Mensah. Corner kick to Hasselhoff.
.22 goals scored, 15 conceded for the Phobia boys. It shows how they struggle to score goals up front. And the goal distribution is too low for the Phobia boys.
Hasselhoff was expecting a better delivery, but Percy Smith's corner was a very poor one. Siedu Dana Ntiamwa Prince Okoto, center referee, making sure Emmanuel Mafo is okay.
having the likes of Mauli Wayu and the players who can also play as false nine. And with two creative players, Hussein alongside Setose, House of Folk should up their creativity level to feed the likes of Samuel Boateng up front. And the pressing scheme is not that tight because Samuel is always the lone man pressing the three center backs of Aduana Stars, which is difficult to prevent them from building easily from the back. Paves way for the likes of Leventos Atta to search forward the more. And this had a lot of troubles to us Folk defense.
Alex Boache, good control. Richard Tete against Kwesi Asma. Words of caution from the referee to both players. Alex Boache for Aduana Stars. A long one into the box of the Phobians. Good header away by Osiasibe. Now here comes Setose. Mauli Wayo. Long one. That delivery from Mauli Wayo didn't reach the intended target. And you can see how frustrated he is with himself.
Mauli Wayo is having a game to play against Leventos Atta. He's been a solid figure. He's been consistent ever since that January move to Aduana Stars.
Emmanuel Mafo for Aduana Stars. This is Atta. Raymond. You see Asma tackles, loses possession back to Atta. Good play from Aduana Stars. Can he shoot from that range? A good block from Kelvin Osiasibe. Still, the Phobians in control. Samuel Boateng with that beautiful control. Setose loses possession. Alex Boache. Free kick to Sam Adams. Aduana Stars making life difficult for the Phobia boys this afternoon. Good header by Kunadu Yadom. Kwesi Asma failed to control, and that is great shot. Cross the face of the goal. Siedu Sana. That would have been an audacious strike. Good pressure from Aduana Stars.
Siedu Sana got a very perfect advantage. But again, you question the positioning, the connection, the compactness from Hasselhoff defense, allowing the opponent to enjoy play within their own half. And it's a problem.
It was a good control from Kwesi Asma. He saw Masaudi Inusa off his line and decided to shoot from that range. The direction was a poor one.
Masaudi Inusa, one of the consistent figure for the home side.
This was the shot from Siedu Sana. Benjamin Asari guided that one. Now here comes Aduana Stars. Good defensive work by Osayasibe. Timely intervention. It was very dangerous for Hearts of Oak.
Osayasibe has really mastered that craft. But it didn't work out against Kotoko. He messed up from that same kind of clearance. And he was advised many times to always stay to the ground at his feet to make clearance. But this one was timely and at the right time. Precisely, he cleared the ball out.
Leventio Sata with a cross. That nearly resulted in an own goal. Hearts of Folk living dangerously here. You can look at the frustration of Abubakar Ouattara. Percy Asma nearly putting the ball at the back of his net. Good pressure from Aduana Stars. Can this be the goal? Save. Gave the opportunity to Aduana Stars. Sam Adams. Adams header off the bar. Aduana Stars on top form at the moment.
Aduana are putting a very good pressure on. And Hearts of Folk are collapsing in defense. They nearly scored an own goal and they allowed a very massive chance just to the miss of Benjamin Asare.
Benjamin Asare has been called to action. He wasn't able to deal with the first attempt. Gave the opportunity to Sam Adams. Sam Adams failed to score from that range. Look at see if Benjamin Asare have some issues. This is the leadership qualities of the Black Stars goalkeeper.
Of course, defense is disjointed and they must find a way to stay compact. They are leaving a lot of spaces for Aduana Stars to exploit. But Aduana are just not sharp enough in attack. Their last 5 meetings, Aduana Stars won 4. They drew only 1. Hearts of Folk in their last 5 meetings failed to score a goal against Aduana Stars. So it tells you they struggle to score whenever they are facing Aduana Stars, regardless of the venue.
Percy Asma alongside Theophilus Collison in the heart of midfield for Hearts of Folk. Hearts of Folk absorbing all the pressure from Aduana Stars in the early stages of the first half. Instructions from Abubakar Ouattara. Opportunity for Aduana Stars. What a miss from Emmanuel Mafo.
You can't be missing such chances, especially against a big team like Hearts of Folk. Don't forget, football has a way of turning your advantageous side against you. And big chances for Aduana Stars, but they're just wasteful up front. If it turns against them, I believe Hearts of Folk are going to score. A massive miss initially from Calvin Obin. Sana miss, and also Sam Adams also missed from that perspective. And a glorious one for Emmanuel Mafo, and also blew that away.
Great opportunities dropping to Aduana Stars. They are failing to locate the back of the net. Their fans are ready to cheer. Now here comes Setosei for Hearts of Folk. Drops to Mauli Wayo. Wayo puts in that cross. Kodjamuako with a header for Aduana Stars. Aduana Stars in possession. Raymond, good 10. Seydou Sana. Now this is Atta. Sana Seydou to Liventios Atta. He's been tracked back by Mauliwayo. But once again, Kelvin Osiasibe
taking responsibilities at the back line, and it's helping us to focus a lot. But once again, Leventios Atta trying to prove something against his former team.
Kevin Osiasibe, very good defender for Hearts of Oak. Now here comes Aduana Stars. Kodjamwaku puts in the cross. Leventios Atta. Free kick to Aduana Stars.
Akwasi Asma alongside Theophilus Collison are not giving that shield. Hearts of Oak needed. They are allowing the likes of Sana to have advantageous positioning, and it is really causing a lot of troubles. This free kick is deadly, and if well taken, it can cause a lot of troubles for Phobia.
Hearts of Oak have a free kick to defend. Seydou Sana with a good 10, but Kwesi Asma prevented him and resulted into that free kick.
This is so precious for Aduana Stars. And their best free kick takers now league.
Emmanuel Mafo straight to the wall. Richard Tete. It was an audacious strike. Richard Tete.
Hearts of Oak are not looking good in defense, but also Aduana Stars are not trying to capitalize on the mistakes they are committing. And I'm sure Hearts are definitely going to pick into this game. And it's definitely going to be a different ball game together. Because as you speak, Hearts of Oak are struggling to stay to their grounds and play the kind of football they are known for.
Since 2009-2010 season, anytime Hearts of Oak score against Aduana Stars here, they do not lose the game. So Aduana Stars should be wary and not squander all the chances. Yes, Kodjamwaku. A good pass from Kodjamwaku. Look at Sam Adams. Runford Mensah with a tackle. Chuba Aristika applauding Sam Adams.
Kodjamwaku is enjoying from his experience. Former gold player, Midiama. You can see the presence, especially when he's surging forward.
Kodjamwaku with the delivery. Kunadu Yadom with the header. Once again, Amwako. A great shot. Whatever Aduana Stars are doing at the moment pleases the bench. Seydou Sana, what a player, tormenting Hearts of Oak in the first half.
Seydou Sana is playing very well, but he should time and always try to choose his angles very well, because a lot of chances fall into his way, but he's not making very good use of those moments.
The attackers of Hearts of Oak have made the defense of Aduana Stars free. Now here comes Seydou Sana. Goalkeeping. Benjamin Asare read the direction of Sedusana and it was easy for the captain of Hatsapuk. Asamoah Boateng Afriyie has been a frustrated figure up front for Hatsapuk. That connection from Setosei, Mauli Wayo, not getting to Asamoah Boateng Afriyie.
And the funny thing is that he's been playing as a second fiddle to Hamza Issa. But even when Hamza's not present, instead of him stealing the show to mark a certain consistency, Asamoah Boateng is not giving that.
Here comes Ransford Mensah. Ransford Mensah trying his luck from long range. The last time Hatsapuk won over Aduana Stars in the Ghana Premier League was 4th of April 2021 in match day 18 in the 2020-2021 season. Hatsapuk won by 2 goals courtesy Victor Edu. That was a 30th minute penalty, and Hafiz Adams scored a 90th minute on goal. Here comes Leventio Sata. He's so spirited this afternoon playing against his former side. Korea Mwakon to Sam Adams. Ransford Adams. Ransford Mensah. Here comes Hussein.
Hussein Adams. It's not offering the creativity needed.
Ransford Mensah receiving treatments at the moment. The active fans of the Oja Boys, Aduana Stars, in high spirits here. Their team is commanding everything on the pitch, as against Hatsapuk, who are yet to find their rhythm in this game.
Of course, the fans cheering the home team up. And you could see Hatsapuk struggling to play convincingly. Individual players are not showing up enough for Hatsapuk. The creativity from Seth Osei alongside Hussein Mohammed lacking. Theophilus Collison alongside Kwesi Asima are not giving that protective shield Hatsapuk needed.
Now here's Seth Osei to Asamoah Boateng Afriyie. Free kick to Hatsapuk. Aduana Stars have played 54 home games against teams based in the Greater Accra region. In the Ghana Premier League since 2009-2010 season, they've won 35 of them, drawn 14, and lost 5. Here is Hatsapuk. It was a dangerous one for Aduana Stars, but they managed to deal with it.
At this point, that pressure is turning in favor of Hasselhoff. But both teams are not just sharp in attack.
You can see Yaya Mohammed, former player of Aduana Stars, here this afternoon, giving maximum support for his former side.
Of course, legend of the game, Yaya Mohammed. So deadly as a striker. Masoudi Nosai kept a clean sheet against Vision, but he considered 2 goals against Karela United, which is not so good for him.
Now Kelvin Obin for Aduana Stars. This is Sam Adams. Can this be the goal? Great goal from Sam Adams. What a goal! Aduana Stars are up against Hasselhoff here in Doma. Just look at the celebration of Sam Adams. You can understand the happiness of the fans here. Aduana Stars have been playing all the beautiful football, doing the attacking game. And they've already gotten a goal here through Sam Adams. What a strike.
Of course, Hasselhoff are not just tight in defense, allowing dangerous balls into their own half, allowing the Aduana Stars to have massive of the ball control in their own half. And no wonder it has resulted in the first goal. Aduana should have been leading by 2-3 goals as of now. But they are not just sharp in attack, but this moment from Sam Adams, massive from such an experienced player. He's playing his 7th season for Aduana Stars, and he knows the tape very well. He knows the big teams, and he knows how to play against them. No wonder he scored the opener.
The cheer from the fans when Sam Adams strike was so massive. Ecstasy moment activated here in Doma. Aduana Stars are up by a goal against Hasselhoff through Sam Adams. Great strike by all standard.
And based on this evidence, just watch the space and the power from the left foot. It was massive. Benjamin Asare could not offer any adjustment to save this ball. And experience really matters. And Sam Adams just snatched that goal from experience. And Ouattara cannot believe that.
Hasselhoff have been poor so far in this game. Credit to Aduana Stars. The goal is a reflection of their entire performance so far in the game. Attacking Hasselhoff, creating all the chances. And they've been rewarded through Sam Adams.
Hearts are not just playing really good this afternoon. And no department is working for them effectively. The attack, sloppy, the midfield, not that consistent. Lacking creativity despite having 2 creative players up front. The defense playing without understanding, playing without connection, leaving a lot of dangerous balls in their own half. No wonder they have been punished. And just like I said, their last 5 meetings prior to this game, 5 goals all in favor of Aduana Stars. And they've only drew 1, they won 4. So it tells you, taking the lead, Hasselhoff are having a very big mountain to climb.
Aduana Stars on record have lost just 21 out of 200 home games in the Ghana Premier League since joining the league in 2009-2010 season. Hasselhoff, Legon Cities, formerly known as Wild Stars, Bekum Arsenal, Bechem United, Asante Kotoko, and FC Samatex are the only 6 clubs to have won twice at Aduana Stars home. Hasselhoff have not done that. They are down by a goal here so far. Chuba Aristika is a happy man. The side are leading. The Phobians. Theophilus Kalisin was trying to locate Mauli Wayo. Throw in for Hatsafok.
Hatsafok concede 0.54 goal per game, and it is evident that they struggle to always keep their backline tight to prevent the opponent from scoring.
Emmanuel Amankwa runs forward with a header. Oseasi Bay for Hatsafok. Set Osei. Here comes Osei. Puts in the pass for Mauli Wayo. But good defensive shield from Alex Boache. Aduana Stars look solid at the back. Decisive one going forward. Creative from the midfield. And of course, you know, W.O. Tanda. This was the goal. Sam Adams, good control with the chest. And a left-footed strike. What a goal.
That is brilliant. When you allow the opponent chances within your own half, this is what you get. And Hatsafok are not just defending as a unit, not taking responsibilities for the top guys of Aduana Stars in their own half.
Calvin Obeng for Aduana Stars. Still Calvin Obeng. Can this be the second? Hatsafok deal with it defensively. Aduana Stars up by a goal, and they have a corner here. Hatsafok needs to defend this corner. Kodwa Mwako tags for the corner kicks for Aduana Stars. Delivery from Kodwa Mwako. Header. Benjamin Asari failed to control the ball. Quickly, Hatsafok on the move. Rantford Mensah sends a long one. Mauli Wayo flagged offside.
Hatsafok are playing as if nothing is at stake. To relax. You can't see that agency. You can't see that sense of purpose. Allowing Aduana Stars to dominate every moment. No connection attack for Hatsafok. No aggression. No shield in midfield. And the creative players are not giving their best. Also struggling in defense. Allowing the Aduana Stars to have control within the dangerous zones of Hatsafok area.
Kodwa Mwako, the goal scorer, Sam Adams. Good control by Emmanuel Amankwa for Hatsafok. Samuel Boatner-Frié holds the ball up high. Set Osei. Back to Osei. Osei was trying to locate Wayo, but Aduana Stars deal with it in a good way. Hatsafok regain possession. Set Osei. Hatsafok locking that cutting edge up front. Theophilus Kalisin. Kasi Asma not supporting Samuel Boateng FPA. Hussein not giving that incisive passes to Mawuli Wayo, Samuel Boateng FPA to do the work for Hatsufuk. They are down by a goal.
In their last game against Vision, Hatsufuk considered around the 46 minutes. And looking at the Aduana Stars, in their last game against Karela, they conceded around the 13th and the 55th minute. But this time around, they are managing every moment to keep Hatsufuk attack on a very poor run.
Samarams. Kevin Obing and Samarams troubling the defense of Hatsufuk.
I think Samadam should always time his crosses because most of the balls are not always having a target, and he should improve.
Hatsufuk comes forward to Kunadi Adam, a slip from Samuel Boateng FPA.
Samuel Boateng is just losing it within the phobia colors. He was the marquee, the prima donna for Nations FC. And in recent times between Kotoko and Hatsufuk, the team that loves the movements, especially going for attackers, strikers precisely, is Hatsufuk because, well, let me say Kotoko because looking at Mbela, talk about Steve Desemukwala, and Konpoku is back banging the goals, but Hatsufuk are just struggling to get their strikers in the scoring form. Looking at the Freya Boateng, Kobra Boateng, all are yet to hit the standard for Hatsufuk.
Samuel Boateng. Setosei. Hussein switches play, trying to locate Kasi Asma. I was too high. When it comes to 16th April, Aduana Stars are unbeaten in their previous games played on 16th April in the Ghana Premier League since 2009-2010 season. They've won one, drawn one. 16th April 2014, it was a 1-0 draw against Hearts of Lions. The Aduana Stars won 3-0 over Tema Youth, and that was match day 12. Today is 16th April 2025. They are up against the Phobians. Setosei with the control. Emmanuel Amankwa. Hatsufuk gets the corner.
Just watch Freya Boateng failing to contest the balls within the half of the Aduana Stars. And every striker, no matter your position, you must be able to have that edge to contest every ball sent in, especially when your team is in the attacking transition.
Ransford Mensah behind the corner for Hatsufuk. Will this be the equalizing goal for the Phobians? A left-footed delivery from Ransford. Kunadu, you had him get his head to the ball. Still danger for Aduana Stars. Aduana gets the free kick to the surprise of Watara Abubakar.
In terms of tactical structure, you can see anything revealing for Hasselhoff.
2 more minutes to play as additional time in the first half. Beautiful game so far, separated by a thunderbolt of a strike from Sam Adams. Aduana Stars leading by 1-0, and the goal has complemented their effort this afternoon. It has been fireworks from the home side.
Let's talk about Setos, Vincent. He's supposed to be, or he was assumed to be the difference maker, but he's here to make a certain mark for Hasselhoff. What is really happening?
Don't you think rustiness on the side of Setosei is causing his lackluster performance for Hasselhoff? Lack of game time, match fitness. Setosei is that dribbling wizard, creative monster, making sure the attackers get those incisive passes to score for Hasselhoff, but we've not seen that from Setosei this afternoon.
He must up his game for Hasselhoff because they're expecting a lot from him.
Ransford Mensah for Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff have a corner kick. Kwesi Asma came on as a substitute against Masaki Holy Stars. That was his debut. He was solid for Hasselhoff. This afternoon we've not seen much from Kwesi Asma in the midfield alongside Theophilus Collison.
You know, the likes of Rafael Ponsan couldn't show that consistency, so Theophilus Collison just came in and he's playing consistently. No wonder Kwesi Asma is playing very well.
Of course, that is it for the first half in Doma. Aduana Stars leading Hasselhoff by a goal to nil. This man has a lot of work to do in the second half. Fantastic strike by Sam Adams has given Aduana Stars the lead here. Great football by the home side. Hasselhoff have been by far the second team in this game. Aduana Stars played everything and they've gotten a goal to complement their performance in the first half. Would we see that performance from Aduana Stars, or it is going to be a comeback from Abubakar Watara's boys against this man's boys, Chioba Aristika? First half here, 1-0 to Aduana Stars. A wonderful game in the first half for Aduana Stars. They got a goal to reward it all. They are back with full confidence in the second half. Hearts of Oak have a mountain to climb in this second half. They've been below average in the first half. It was a wonderful strike from Sam Adams, beating Benjamin Asari. A spirited performance from Aduana Stars. Abubakar Ouattara might have spoken a lot to Hearts of Oak at the break, especially Maoli Wayo Setosei to be effective up front. Samuel Boateng Free has not been that as Samuel Boateng Free we knew at Nations FC. He has been substituted. Samuel Boateng Free out for Kwabena Boateng. Yaya Draman coming on for Ransford Mensah. 2 changes after the first half for Abubakar Ouattara.
Kwabena Boateng last season for Legon City, he scored 6 goals in 28 matches by serving just a goal for the Phobia boys, and that is uncalled for. But the changes was necessary because Afre Boateng was not offering anything up front, and they need a striker who can bring that agency. Hasselhoff, just like I mentioned before, prior to this game, their last 5 meetings, they could not score a single goal against Aduana Stars, and maybe history is repeating itself. They've just scored only one in their last 5 games.
So early in the second half, Aduana Stars have a free kick. Kwadwo Asamoah behind the ball for Aduana Stars. Puts in a long one. Kevin Osiasibe with a header. Still Aduana Stars attacking Hearts of Oak. Can this be the second goal? This is the second goal! This is the second goal for Aduana Stars. But it has been ruled out for offside. Sam Adams. What a goal that would have been. Hearts of Oak are lucky here that this man is on top form this afternoon. He has been caught offside.
Hearts of Oak, just like we said, they are just lucky. It's a caution. They must keep their defense tight. Allow a lot of movement against them. It's a trouble. And Sam Adams just cooking, hoping to get a second goal. That was a classical goal, but unfortunately, offside.
What a start that would have been for Aduana Stars. Hearts of Oak coming into this second half. Looking to get an early equalizer. This would have unsettled the Phobia boys once and for all. Great call from the referee.
Hearts of Oak are just below standard this afternoon. Not playing so very well. Key players not stepping up. They are just average. And the likes of Leventus Atta trying to put a point against his former team.
Leventus Atta has been a threat at the left side for Aduana Stars. Joining attack, putting in the crosses. Coming up, Wharton for Hatsafok. To Emmanuel Amankwa. Asma loses possession. Kasi Asma not living up to expectation this afternoon. Free kick to Aduana Stars. Alex, watch it. Emmanuel Amankwa throw into Aduana Stars.
Aduana have lost only one game in their last 5 home games, and that was against Samatics. It was 1-0. They won by a goal against TECHIMAN United, and Calvin Obi scored that 2 goals against Bibeni Gold Stars. They won convincingly. It was 2-2 against Young Apostles, and they won against Vision by 1-0. So the last 5 home games, 3 wins. They drew 1, they lost 1. They've scored 6 goals. They've conceded 3, but they've kept 3 clean sheets in their last 5 home games. And another clean sheet looming based on how Sipoka are playing. No threat up front.
Yellow card for Theophilus Colisin. Here comes Ransford. Richard Tete. Timely intervention by Yaya Draman. That would have been the second goal for Aduana Stars.
Yaya Draman, he started the season very well, but after that game against Young Apostles, in which he won the MVP, but since then he's been consistent.
Alex Boache with that strike. Pressure mounted on Hatsafok. Kunadu Yadom. Kasi Asma. Asma to Kunadu. Here comes Ransford for Aduana Stars. Raymond Ajiman. A good strike. Calvin Obi knows he should have done better with that one.
Calvin Obi, 4 goals to his name this season. And his best of game was against Bibeni Gold Stars at Funhoe. He scored 2 goals. His upper body strength, his other play, excellent, but sharpness is an issue. He joined from Brooklyn Chelsea. He's playing his 3rd to the 4th season for Aduana Stars.
Calvin Obeng, Emmanuel Mafo, Sam Adams. Good work from Hatsafok. Here comes Yaya Adraman. Good intervention. Setosei. Kasi Asma. From Hatsafok.
strikers are not giving their best. The midfield is not supporting. And now the centre backs are trying to steal the show. Don't forget their last game against Vision. It was the centre back who scored the only goal, which was eventually equalized. And that was Calvin CSB. The strikers are struggling to score even against Mediaman. A midfielder to steal the show.
Now here comes Emmanuel Mafo. Raymond TECHIMAN. Good play from Aduana. Into the waiting arms of Benjamin Asare.
You know, you can have the best of when the backline is not protecting the goalkeeper, he's definitely going to concede goals. And that is what we are witnessing here. Very good goalkeeper for Hasselhoff, but the defense not catering for a lot of dangerous shooting opportunities. Partial figures. The likes of Seth Osei, talk about Hussein Mohammed. Maulu was the top scorer with 5 goals. A partial figure for and Cobra Boateng yet to announce his presence. 17 games, 2 goals against Mediaman and against Breaking Chelsea. Cobra Boateng.
Hasselhoff needs bite up front. They've taken off Asamoah Boateng Afriyie and replaced him with Kwamwa Kwabena Boateng. So Boateng out, Boateng in. Can that help Hasselhoff?
The partnership between Alex Boakye and Rich Saki is just interesting. Keeping every moment safe for Aduana Stars. Emmanuel Mafo yet to announce his presence. Also, Kelvin Obin looking scrappy. But Hasselhoff are just below average.
Gradually, Hasselhoff coming into the game. Yaya Adraman. Theophilus Collison. Theophilus lacking options. Osiasibe with the pass. Can this be a goal? Kwabena Boateng with a follow-up. But nothing to worry, Masawudu Inisa. Masawudu Inisa. Very good goalkeeper. Could not do Yadom with that defensive work for Hasselhoff.
Apart from conceding early goals, Hasselhoff, they struggle to also protect their lead. Apart from that game against Midema where they scored the first goal and protected it, against Vichy, around the 38th minute they scored, but they conceded around the 46th minute.
Some words of caution for the ball boys here. Osiasibe for Hasselhoff. Defended by Aduana Stars. Sam Adams. Good football by Aduana Stars. A pass to Sam Adams. Sam Adams have been the tormentor of defense this afternoon. The only difference of the game, left-footed strike in the first half. Scored another one so early in the second half. Unfortunately, it was ruled out for offside. Benjamin Asari. Has been a busy man this afternoon for Hearts of Oak. Jenna Stars firing from all cylinders. Good football from Jenna Stars. Hearts of Oak lacking that bite up front.
Hardly used to play scoring hat-trick in our league, but last season Sam Adams scored 3 goals against Real Tamale United. And this season, Stephen Amankuna also scored 3 goals against Accra Lions. It was interesting. And this afternoon, Sam Adams has been a tormentor. He shows maturity, a big game player. And no wonder he's the most experienced player within the squad as we see it. He's playing his 7th season, consistently 7 good years for Aduana Stars. He played alongside Yaya Mohammed, Hafiz Adams, Joseph Ado, etc. And he's improving.
The race for the league title is heating up. Hearts of Oak losing here. Accra Lions up by 2 goals against Kotoko. Bibiani Gold Stars up by a goal. Against Bechem United in Bechem. The title race is heating up. Bibiani Gold Stars will move to 50 points. If the result stays this way, Kotoko will remain at 47 points, 3 points difference.
Interesting. Yaya Draman.
Good opportunity for Kunadu Yadom to make it 1-1 in the game, but the centre back failing to find the back of the net.
The defenders are now striving just to put Hasselfolk back into the game. Nothing is just working. And they have a lot of work to do, especially against Masoudi Nusa, the 31-year goalkeeper for the home side. 14 clean sheets for him.
Raymond Ajiman to Sam Adams. Free kick. Mauli Wayo, the victim here.
Mauli Wayo with 5 goals this season. He scored twice against Accra Lions. He got a goal against Heart of Lions. He scored against Midiama and he added vision.
Yellow card have been shown to Raymond Ajiman of Aduana Stars.
Proud of this game, Aduana Stars played 12 home games. They've won 5, they drew 4, they lost 3. 13 goals scored at home. Proud of this game, they considered 10. Looking at Hasselfolk, 13 away games. Proud of this one. They won 4, they drew 6, they lost 3. 10 goals scored, they considered 9.
Well, here comes Hussein Muhammad. Leaving Josata pulls Hussein back. Free kick for Hearts of Oak.
You know, against skillful players like Hussein Mohammed, you need the extra IQ to mark them out. Perfect dummy he was. Trying to find his way through. Just watch it closely.
Abubakar Ouattara about to alter his players on the pitch. David Opuafrani ready to come on for Hearts of Oak. Yaya Draman with a free kick. Hearts of Oak failed to connect with the head on the chases. Kevin Osiasibe, good work, puts in that cross. Masaudu Inusa, very good catch from the goalkeeper.
One thing that has helped me Aduana Stars in attack is the fact that both fullbacks are adding a lot of attacking vibes. Talk about Gojan Mwakun, former of Ash Gold Mediaman, and also Leventus attack.
David Opuafrani coming on for Chief Loss Colusin. Chief Loss Colusin have not been the man we know this afternoon for Hearts of Oak. So that warranted the substitute.
I think injuries can also affect a lot of players. He started the season very well. He was the main man even when Bakawatara was playing the 4-1-4-1. There's no pivot, but yet to show that vibe after coming back from that setback, because it wasn't that game against Basake away. Upon returning, Collison hasn't been the one we used to know.
The run of Setosei been flagged off as offside. Setosei, formerly of TECHIMAN 11 Wonders, Ashanti Gold. Bechem United and Al Mahatma in Egypt. He helped Al Mahatma to gain the qualification to the Egyptian Premier League. He's back here in Ghana and in the colors of the Phobia Boys.
Folk in the last 5 away games, they drew 4 and they lost 1. It was goalless against Samatex, goalless against Basakoli Stars, they lost by a goal against Bechem United, Kaikete Sikofi Tumpo, 1-1 against Bendigo Stars, and 1-1 against Vision. So back to back, 1-1 in their last 2 away games. Can they restore parity to give them that perfect run in 3 games?
Here comes Aduana Stars with Summer Arms. Emmanuel Mafo. What a chance for Emmanuel Mafo. Aduana Stars tormenting Hearts of Oak. They've allowed Hearts of Oak to come back in this game. Here comes Kevin Obey. Kevin Osiasibe with a defensive work. Aduana Stars not happy with the decision. Chioba Aristika and his assistant thought this should have been a penalty.
That was dicey from Hasselhoff back line. Kovnabi finding himself in dangerous zones, and that was very good ball in for Emmanuel Mafo to connect.
Having disagreements with assistant referee. Compact, Chubaristica making substitution. Henson and Ponsa coming on for the goal scorer, Sam Adams. It has been good football from Sam Adams. The difference in the game today with a left-footed strike. Beautiful goal. He's been substituted. This was the goal from Sam Adams. Good control with the chest and the left-footed strike.
Resounding round of applause for Sam Adams. Man of the match performance, to be precise.
Henson and Ponsa on for Sam Adams. The technical team of Aduana Stars all embracing the workaholic Sam Adams. 70 minutes done here. 20 more to go. Hasselhoff down by a goal.
I think Seto says just a partial figure, and he's not offering anything huge. The man who is the hero as we speak, Sam Adams. His 7th season running for Aduana Stars.
Raymond. The pass was intended for Kelvin Obing and Emmanuel Mafo, but both failed to get to the pass.
Looking at Kovna Boateng and Moli Wayo, in terms of height, when you try to opt for long balls, the likes of Risaki can contest and win a good ball. And from what I'm seeing, Hasselhoff are trying to rely massively on the long balls. And anytime it's been sent in, you see Risaki dominating ahead of Moli Wayo and Kovna Boateng. Hasselhoff should alter their style.
Rich Saki away for Aduana Stars. Good control by Hussein Mohammed. Sayasibe puts in a long one. Kessi Asma. Hussein fails to deal with it. Still Hasselhoff in possession. Here's Kovna Boateng against Rich Saki.
As a folks, you understand that it's not about getting the balls often into the opponent half, but finding the precise options. A lot of balls faulty. Operated whenever they are trying to attack. And it's not just working for them. Hussein should up his physicality level because he's too soft to the liking of the coach.
Since the introduction of Yaya Adraman, Hasselhoff have been strong at the left side of defense. Now here's Kunadu Yadam. Emmanuel Amankwa. Wayo. David Opuafrane for Hatsafok. Kasi Asma. Now 3 against 2. Calvin Obeying. Can this be the second goal? Emmanuel Mafo. Aduana Stars cut offside.
Defensively, Hatsafok, I have a lot of work to do. Fumbling around anytime Aduana Stars are attacking. Just watch that. A lot of spaces.
Percy Asma lost the ball. That nearly resulted into the second goal for Aduana Stars. They've worked tirelessly this afternoon. W.O. Tando giving instructions to the boys to finish up the game in style. They shouldn't let Hatsafok back into this game. "75 minutes gone, quarter of an hour to go. Hatsafok still down by a goal, scored in the first half by Sam Adams.
Last season, Calvin Obin was able to score against Kotoko and Hatsafok. But this season, it's not smoothly running for the former Chelsea star.
Free kick to Hatsafok. David Opuafrane. Hussein Mohammed told to get up. Hussein Mohammed signed from DBB United, the Division 1 side, in the Zone 1B. He has been an integral part of Hatsafok this season.
Of course, in 23 games, he's having a goal, and that was against Accra Lions. Hussein Mohammed. The first half of the season, he was the magical spark, winning MVPs back to back. And in the second half, he's not up to the standard he used to be.
Hatsafok with 2 more substitutions. Enoch Asubontin, Martin Kakari coming on for Mohamed Hussein. It is a bit physical at the moment. Raymond Aduana. Ouattara got a 1-0 draw against Vision FC. He's losing here against Aduana Stars. Abdul Latif Bamba to be introduced for Aduana Stars.
Bamba, 3 goals for the home side. Against Mediama, he scored. And against TECHIMAN, Bamba Latif, Ivorian international, was in the score sheet.
Seydou Sana coming off for Aduana Stars. He's to be replaced by Bamba Abdul Latif. The fans applauding Seydou Sana. He has been a mainstay today for Aduana Stars, connecting very well with Sam Adams, Emmanuel Mafo, and Kelvin Obey.
Bamba is going to add a lot of energy, aggression, and fighting spirit up front. And Hasselhoff should watch out in terms of physicality.
Bibiani Gold Stars up by 2 goals against Bechim United in Bechim. Kotoko down by 3 goals against Accra Lions. With these results, Bibiani Gold Stars will go on top of the table with 50 points. Kotoko to remain at 47. Interesting results from other centers.
There is pressure, especially if it ends this way, because you're going to go Stars will have a very good edge, 3 points difference. Saudi Nosa can classify him the likes of Benjamin Asari, Lawrence Ose of Heart of Lions, Aziz Dari, Bechim United, and Emmanuel Kobi of Ibiani Gold Stars. The top performers for their respective teams.
The race for the title this season is a tight one. Before these games, it was 47 for Kotoko, 47 for Bibiani Gold Stars. Kotoko losing to Accra Lions. Gold Stars winning against Bechim United. Hearts of Oak losing here against the Aduana Stars. They still have 7 minutes and some seconds to get themselves back into this game. Jose Asibia with a long one. Good catch from goalkeeper Masaudu Inusa. Funny enough. Rich Saki signaling the referee that it was an elbow on the goalkeeper.
Less than 7 minutes to go, and if it ends this way, Aduana Stars are going to snatch 4 points out of 6 against Hasselhoff, and that'll be massive.
Emmanuel Mafo, a very strong player for Aduana Stars. When Aduana Stars defeated Nations FC at their Brancase, it was Emmanuel Mafo's goal that gave Aduana Stars that away victory.
And that goal contested the goal of the month alongside Kofi Tumpu. Likes of Patrick Series goes against Lagos Cities. We're all contesting for the goal of the month.
The fans of Doma have enjoyed good football. They've gotten a goal from their team. They still have 5 more minutes to keep the scoreline this way or to add up to that one goal to get the maximum victory over Hearts of Oak.
Interesting scenes. And Yaya Draman has had a lot of agency. But entirely the team. Suffolk didn't play very well.
David Oponfrane loses possession. In the process, get a free kick. Ntiamwa Prince Okoto, the center referee, have been spot on with decisions today. The same problem Hearts of Oak encountered in the first half is continuing for them here in the second half. Lack of firepower up front for Hearts of Oak. They've improved a bit in the second half with their defensive work and from the midfield, but nothing to show up front for the Phobia boys. Raymond Ajiman, good control by Kevin Osasibe. This is Latif to Emmanuel Mafo. Yaya Abdurrahman there for Hearts of Oak.
I think he's adding a lot of show in defense for Accra Suffolk. Last season he was with Big Benny Gold Stars, Yaya Draman. And this season, against Young Apostles, he won that MVP. Provided a stellar performance and has won that game. But that day, Samuel Pukura scored a pelter, a bicycle kick. Eventually, Young Apostles lost that game.
Here comes Aduana Stars. Can they finish it off here? Kodwa Mwaku with a cross. Here is Emmanuel Mafo. Still Mafo. Shot deflected for a corner. Aduana Stars piling the pressure on Hearts of Oak in the late stages of the game.
Emmanuel Mafo is very instinctive, especially around some zones. If you watch that goal he scored against Nations, loves scoring from far angles. And he's finding himself within those zones against us. Good game for Leventus attack against Comets.
Leventus Atta to Emmanuel Mafo. This is Atta, puts in the cross. Second goal. Aduana Stars. In the second goal here, the substitute, Abdul Latif Bamba. Look at his celebration. Reminds me of Buffett Tibi Gomis. What a goal. This is the killer blow from Tioba Aristica's boys. Aduana Stars 2, Hearts of Oak 0.
A well-rehearsed set piece, a short corner, and Latif Bamba dominated aerially against the center box of Asofo. And before his introduction, I told you he's having that power, that aggression aerially to dominate. And he just scored his 4th goal this season. Interesting. And Asofo, history is going to repeat itself here. Down by 2 goals. In their last 5 away games, no team have been able to score for more than 2 goals. But it has happened, and Waka Watara cannot believe that.
David Opuafrani for Hearts of Oak. Here comes Yaya. Opuafrani. 5 more minutes as additional time. Can Hearts of Oak make a miracle by scoring 3 goals here in this 5 minutes? The bench of Aduana Stars say that is impossible. Pesiasma, good turn. Enoch Asubontin for Hearts of Oak. This is Asubontin to Pesiasma, long range strike. Poor from Hearts of Oak.
That short corner. And Leventus attack created that assist. Just watch that closely. And Pamba, Calvin Obing contested for the first ball. He couldn't get his head to it. And Pamba just behind everybody at the blind side of Kennedy Yadon. Perfect ball. Latif Pamba.
Should Benjamin Asari have done something better with this one? Good direction from Latif Bamba.
Such balls, you cannot blame the goalkeeper entirely because it is a crowded box.
This is a great miss from Hearts of Oak. What a miss. Coming up watching. This should have been 2-1 for Hearts of Oak.
Kobina Boateng should have scored this one. But sharpness.
Emmanuel Opoku Pipra to come on for Aduana Stars. Desmond Obeng also to come on for Aduana Stars.
Pipra scored against Young Apostles the last time he played over here. And at this point, he's coming for Juan Mafu. Just watch that ball closely from Kobina Boateng, and a huge miss, of course. You just can't imagine this.
Yaya Adraman for Hearts of Oak. Mauli Wayo being separated from Alex Boache. Kobina Boateng involved in a knock. Liventios Atta, what a player he has been for Aduana Stars today, playing against his former club Hartlepool, the provider of the second goal.
Calvin being connected. Some of them with the first goal. And Liventios Atta also provided a second goal assist. Interesting.
Two great goals by Aduana Stars against Hartlepool. A left-footed strike from Sam Adams. A beautiful connection with the head from Latif Abdul Bamba. Kunadu Yadom. And that brings the end of the game. Aduana Stars are victorious here against Hartlepool 2-0. What a game we'd have in our hands. Sam Adams with a goal in the first half. Abdul Latif Bamba with a second goal. It is Aduana Stars 2, Hartlepool 0.
Charlie. Yapashi. This was a very difficult game between two very top sides. It's a defeat for Accra Hartlepool, a difficult one to think, of course. And anytime you lose by such a margin, it's always very, very difficult. And that is the reason why our coach will be joining me very soon for us to take him into the game and see how things actually going to go. The head coach for Accra Hartlepool, Coach Abubakar Ouattara, is joining me to, have a stake on the game. Coach, a difficult game, a defeat. Your take on the entire game?
Well, Aduana played well. We didn't play football today. We give them all the chances to score us. Since the first half, we didn't play well. We play very bad. We accepted today we are not good. We are not good at all. We are going to talk and try to control. But today we are not good. We didn't play well.
Coach, before the game, you made mention of the fact that your players needed to run a lot. They needed to cover grounds and distance. Did you see that in the game? Did they do it?
We didn't run too much. We didn't run. Because when you see the boss with the first goal, the second goal, the mistake we make, you breaking that corner on all these things. We didn't run at all. We didn't run today at all. I'm not happy. I'm going to tell them, but it's the fact of the football. But we didn't run. We need to run well, but we didn't run today. And Aduana ran well. All the players the Aduana has run away, we didn't run. So we are...
Coach, apart from the running, do you think technically your players should have done something that they didn't do?
No, for that I reserve for me in the dressing room. I don't want to say it out there or here. No problem. You are going to talk in the dressing room. It's not in public. I will come to say the players I do that. Is not good. No, I will respect my players.
Coach, your next few games, what are you going to change so that the results will come good?
We are going to talk together and look what is going to happen for the next match. We are thinking about the next match now that is finished. This match is already finished. We didn't think about it again. We are taking the mistake of the 2 matches we play and prepare the 3 matches we have on face.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
That was Coach Abubakar Ouattara. He believes this game is already gone, and so they need to focus and also look into the next game to see how things are going to go. It was a difficult defeat for himself and his club. What it came for him this afternoon, he says they did not do well. They needed to run, but they didn't do that. Coach is here with me. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Coach, how did you see the entire game?
Yes, congratulations from the player about after this game from Karela. He's changed the mentality, he's changed the attitude and insight in the game, respect our plan, tactic, and this win the game. I like what I see, the spirit from our player, and I like what I see, the football inside in the pitch. 2 teams play good football, but Aduana start today, win the game. Congratulations from the player.
Coach, tactically, what did you take into the game? What did you ask your players to do that really worked for you? Because it was like today you guys were on top from minute 1 to the last.
Yes, you know, from Hasselhoff have the quality player, and do not need give the space in the middle from control the game. From this, I will pray from 3 middle aggressive, from not give chance from opponent from play, and also a winger from the Hasselhoff is the best winger. You see the top score also. I preparation stay in the zone, not lose the zone left back or right back from no have chance penetration free. The player stay compact and go from attacking rapid and he play perfect what is our plan.
Coach, do you think if you guys had been playing consistently like you did today, you would have been battling for the title by now? Do you think so?
If the player listen to what I talking after the game, Karela, and this change the mentality and continue the respect, what is inside in the training need go play in the game. And I think, yes, it's possible consistent. Let happy from this game and concentration from the next game about they have another team very strong, Asante Kotoko. But us go from fighting and collect the points also from Asante Kotoko.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
That was Coach Chioba Aristika. He believes they need to fight and go and can claim the 3 points from Asante Kotoko. The man of the match is Sam Adams, fantastic player today. He was on top of issues. Sam, the game has ended and you guys have won. How do you feel as a captain?
Oh, we glory be to God. We give thanks to God because it's not our strength. It's glory to be God.
Take us through your goal. You know, when you picked the ball, you decided to turn and then use the left foot. What was running through your mind at that time when you had the ball? Did you see the space? Did you feel you had enough time to do that?
We practiced it before before the game. So as soon as I got the ball, I remember what the coach taught us. So I decided to brush the ball into the net.
Playing against Hasselhoff, how difficult is it?
Oh, it's not very, very difficult to me as a player, Sam Adams. This is not the first time of scoring Accra Hasselhoff. I've been scoring them so many times. So when I'm going to play against Accra Hasselhoff, I only feel relaxed because I know what I can do against Accra Hasselhoff.
From here, you move to Kumasi, another tough game against one of the best teams in the league. What should we expect?
Oh, I can't say anything about it now because we are going to play match after match. So we are going to prepare before our next game. After this, we are going to prepare for the next match.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That was Sam Adams, the man of the match of this game. It was a difficult game for Hasselhoff, victory for Aduana Stars, and of course, it is taking them up the league log. And also, let's see how things will go at the end of the season. It's been here at Doma. Aduana gets the 3 points. Hasselhoff will travel a long way back home with nothing.